Hey guys, today I want to do a quick live commentary. Now, when I say quick, I want to go over weapons in the game and how they work and like why some are overpowered, why some are underpowered, and kind of just go over it. So, let's do it real quick. Now, this is my operator right now, pretty cool. I like it. He has I pretty much have a whole set going. So, I think that's kind of cool. But anyway, so if we go to our operator and as operator and then customization, I have I have two different types of outfits here. And yeah, they're pretty much fully set up. This one's just like these two are just random. But yeah, I think it's kind of cool. I'm happy I have these. And yeah, but anyway, so that doesn't really matter for what we want to do today. Today, what I'd like to go over is the armory. Now, if you guys don't know, the armory is where all of your unlock or supply drop weapons and kind of like equipment will come in. So, you see all of your exosuits, all your gear, and pretty much all your weapons in here that you get from supply drops. So you can see what I've gotten over time. It's kind of cool. This is a beast weapon. But you can kind of see what I've gotten, and I'm happy about it. I think it's cool. I've gotten some pretty good things. Same thing twice, which is kind of weird. So I'll redeem that. But what's so special about this? Why is it so cool? Well, I want to go over why some weapons are overpowered and why some weapons are underpowered. So let's go over that real quick. So you go into your create a class, and I'm just going to use a blank class here, and you go to your weapons. Now, there's assault rifles, submachine guns, sniper rifles, shotguns, heavy weapons, and special weapons. Now, I want to go over first the assault rifles. So a lot of people say the Bal 27 is overpowered. Why is it overpowered? Well, because it has a high rate of fire. And in this game, rate of fire actually means a lot. If your weapon has a high rate of fire, it's going to be a very effective weapon, especially in close quarter combat, which is why the Bal does well at all ranges, because it's high accuracy. It only has a straight up and down pattern of recoil, so it has higher accuracy, which is easy to control, and it has a high fire rate. While the AK-12, though it might be a little bit better when it comes to damage, mobility, and it also has a higher accuracy, it does have a lower fire rate. So it's going to take longer to kill people. You have to be more accurate. Same with the AR-160. It might have higher damage, higher accuracy, but it's a burst weapon, and you have to have high accuracy because it doesn't have a high rate of fire. So once again, it works there too. HBR3, it might have everything higher except for damage and recoil, and rate of fire, I mean. So rate of fire has to be higher. That's why I like this weapon. I got it in a supply drop. It's called the HBRA3 Insanity. It has 1 damage up, 2 rate of fire up, and 1 handling down. Handling, that's only reload time. Now, the one issue I've had with that is it glitches out with the reload sometimes, so I have to be very careful. I have to make sure I go through the reload totally. But other than that, I haven't really had any issues. Now, if you go to the IMR is pretty cool as well because it has high damage, super high damage, 4-round burst, which is ridiculous, high accuracy, medium rate of fire, medium range, medium handling, and, medium mobility. But what's pretty cool about it is, since it is a 4-round burst, it's a one-shot kill at close range, or it should be at least, and that's when connection comes into play. So machine guns, which is the second class I want to be covering today, everything else is kind of obsolete in this game, but if you kind of use submachine guns, they're really only good for close quarter combat, and there's a reason for that. But first, KF5. The KF5 is really good because it has higher damage than most of the other SMGs. Well, not higher damage, but higher damage based on its range. So based on its range and rate of fire and also recoil pattern, you can get some pretty good I'm going to say you can get some pretty good kills, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know what else to say about that. Now, the MP11 is also really good. This is supposedly the best gun in the class, too. But the MP11 is also really good because it's a higher rate of fire. So if you're able to keep your accuracy straight and your aim true, what you'll end up doing is killing people a lot quicker. Now, the only issue with that is its range is very low. So you have to compensate for that by hitting your shot, or at least hitting the target more often. Now, this gun is okay. It has pretty bad recoil, but it has really high damage, the best damage in class, which means that you're going to be able to drop people a little bit quicker than the other weapons in the class, which isn't totally good. It's good, but it's not totally good because it also has a higher rate of fire, which means you're going to waste bullets a lot. And that damage, that's only because of its rate of fire. If you actually test it, it takes a few shots to kill people. Same with the SN6. The SN6 has high rate of fire, Apparently it has pretty bad accuracy from what people have said, but I like it. I think it's really good. You can see here its stat for accuracy is pretty high. It has lower damage than most other weapons, but, you know, it's still pretty good. Now that's all I'm going to cover because these are dual wield or akimbo, and this is a burst fire SMG, which no one wants to use because it's kind of bad. So I'm just going to go over these 4 weapons here. Now, assault rifle classes, benefits, drawbacks, anything like that. Well, the benefits of having an assault rifle is it's good at pretty much any range in this game. A lot of the time, you'll actually get killed in close quarter combat by someone with an assault rifle when you have an SMG or even a shotgun, which is kind of surprising. Now, SMGs, what are they good at? Well, they're really good at close range. If you have really good aim, you can kill someone at medium range, and they're really high mobility, so you can move around really quick. Drawbacks to the ARs. They feel slow when you use them. If you don't have stock, you feel like you're moving so slow. You feel like you're a slug and you can't move whatsoever, like you have lead boots on. Now, some machine guns, the drawbacks to them is they have no range or damage over range. So you can't really get in a gunfight at long distance at all, or else you're going to lose. And a lot of the time, the hit detection goes to shit with these weapons because the assault rifles are so much better. So sometimes I get in situations and I'm like, what gun is that guy using where he kills me in 2 shots? I wish I could use that type of weapon, because in the kill cam, you do die in 2 shots, and I don't get it. I use the KF5 all the time. It takes forever to kill people with it sometimes. At medium ranges, I have better accuracy than most people in the game, but then a lot of the times, I just die randomly, it's very annoying. I switched to this weapon recently because it's the highest damage in class, hoping it would be able to compensate a little bit, but it actually doesn't all too well, so that makes me kind of sad. Now, what else can I really talk about? Well, these weapons, because the assault rifles are so good, it's really which one's the best in the class. Well, apparently it's the Bell, but I actually have found this weapon to be very effective. If you're able to put stock on it, you will move pretty fast, and especially with this gun I have here, you might not be able to switch out the iron sights for a regular sight like Red Dot or something, but it still is very effective. It's high damage, high rate of fire, so it kills people rather quickly. And if you have the movements down, you can avoid people pretty effectively. Now, the class I'm using for this gun is actually right here. I'm using Suppressor, Foregrip, and Quick Draw. The reason for that is because I don't really have anything else unlocked right now. Like, I would like to use stock, but I don't have it. I would like to use extended mags or dual mags, but I don't have it yet, so that's the one downside. Another thing with this is I hit a lot of headshots. So I've hit 17 headshots in about 10 games played, which is pretty good for a weapon. Now, you can see my other classes here. The bow, I don't like too much. I'm going to get rid of the suppressor, but I don't have anything else. So, you know, I guess I'll just get rid of that for now. Iron sights are okay, but, you know, I prefer to use a normal sight, a red dot sight, which is fine with me. You know, some people prefer to use a red dot sight, some people don't. But anyway, so, now let's look through the weapons again. So, let's look at our 6th class. So, which weapon's the best here? I'm going to have to say that it is the bow. The reason for it is because it is so strong at all ranges. You could kill people at long range, you could kill people at short range. Just me personally, I've been finding that I've been getting in pretty bad connection lobbies. I don't know why. I live in a very populated city in the US, so I don't know why I'm finding such bad lobbies during my own time zones when a lot of people should be playing. I'm not sure. I wish I was able to dictate who I was playing against better, and if I was like in dedicated servers, for example, instead of it being I'm going to say matched lobbies, like skill-based lobbies. And the one negative to that skill-based lobby system is that you are playing against people who have bad connections in a lot of cases. The positive is I'm playing myself in a lot of lobbies. I'm playing people that are as good as I am, which is sometimes annoying if you're trying to just goof around. Like, I was using these weapons, for example, the XMGs. I was using the freaking XMG one game, and oh my god, they're so bad. I got rid of all of them, and I had like a really ridiculously strong XMG, but I just couldn't get any kills because they're so bad. So when you're in lobbies like that, you can't really goof around because the people are still good, so they're going to try hard on you, of course. SMGs, there isn't really a good SMG in here. They are all good at their own things. MP11 I find is very effective, but then it drops off every once in a while. KF5 is very consistent, which is what I like about it, but it also has a drop off for range too, and then you just can't fight people anymore, and the iron sights can get kind of obstructive. All these weapons kind of have bad iron sights actually, but this one I feel has the best next to the MP11. Now you go to the ASM-1. The ASM-1 is an okay gun when it comes to damage. You just have to be able to control the recoil. And then it's only good in close quarter situations as well, because it has no range whatsoever. This gun has actually pretty decent range. Actually, yeah, I won't clear that. Oh, wrong thing. But this gun has actually pretty decent range. But the issue with it, I mean, it feels like it has pretty decent range, is a higher fire rate, higher accuracy, which is good. The damage is kind of on the down low. But what I like about it is very effective. It's very strong. I wish that for these weapons, you would actually be able to choose which weapons you want to get supply drops for. Because I've actually gotten 5 different weapons for the XMGs. I've sold 5 XMGs that I've gotten. I have 2 different types of these LMGs, which aren't too bad. And, you know, I wish I just didn't get these weapons that I don't want. I wish I was able to choose. Like, I'm never going to use this. I don't like shotguns. So I wish I was able to choose which weapons I would be able to get, like, better versions of. Like, getting this HBR A3 is awesome. I love it. I love the insanity. But, you know, sometimes you wish that they would kind of set it up in a better way so it wasn't as random. At least you would be able to be like, I want to get a gun from an SMG class. So it would be able to switch it up a little bit more. And I also wish they shed a little bit more light on how you get supply drops. Because I found at the beginning of like every 5 or 6 games, I get a supply drop right at the beginning after my first death. Which is kind of weird. So, I hope you guys liked the commentary. If so, hit that like button down below and subscribe for more content. My name, of course, is Exeter. I kind of wanted this to be a short commentary, like I said at the beginning. It ended up being pretty long. I'm sorry about that, but thank you for watching. Peace out, and goodbye.